Today, you presented a petition from staff and concerned citizens about the appointment of former President of the European Union, José Manuel Barroso, as a non-executive director of Goldman Sachs. Why did you do that?
Well, we were shocked when hearing that the former President of the European Commission accepted an engagement with a bank that had played a very particular role during the Euro crisis, and it was not really the symbol that we hope to get several days after the Brexit decision.
There's been a response already in that the Ethics Committee are looking into this decision. Isn't that the job done? Isn't that as much as a functionary, a civil servant should do in this instance?
Well, the President Juncker announced to address himself to this committee once our action started. It wasn't spontaneously that he decided this, so it's already a first sign that something moves. And also the President Schultz, the President of the European Parliament, told us today that the petition committee of the European Parliament will give an opinion on the content of this petition.
Did President Schultz suggest any further action that the Parliament might take? Certainly a number of MEPs have already voiced their concern.
He told us that he immediately, one day after the announcement, that he contacted Mr. Juncker to express his disappointment and the negative effects of this announcement for the whole European Union, not only for the European Commission but for the whole project. And he told us that he's in favor, and he will try to get it to have much stricter rules on professional engagements of former commissioners or members of the parliament. Actually, they have now only 18 months after the end of a mandate where they can't accept such proposals, and he proposes to go to 5 years or even 10 years for certain cases of an interdiction to accept those professional activities.
At the moment, the Commission is looking at the Capital Markets Union. It's looking at the Capital Requirements Directive, issues that are important for banks like Goldman Sachs and investment banks. Isn't appropriate action to this problem to make sure that we create the regulations, to make sure that this sort of financial crisis never happens again?
I do agree with you, but it's up to the elected politicians in the Commission, in our governments and in the Parliament to take the right decisions. That is not something for the officials.
And would you like to see a blacklist of companies? There are other companies that have, you could look at, for example, the LuxLeaks scandal and the role of, for example, PricewaterhouseCoopers. Would you like to set up a list of a blacklist?
No, this is impossible. You don't have good and bad enterprises, and to have an official list of bad enterprises where collaboration is not possible. You can deal only with delays during which certain professional activities are not allowed for former commissioners or members of the Parliament.
So what next for your group?
Well, next we are waiting now for the opinion of the Ethics Committee, and then from the Commission, the Petition Commission from the Parliament, and we hope that the European institutions will be able to take decisions that make it impossible in future to have those situations again, which are very negative for the public opinion.